Today I'm going to show you how to play Hogs of War, the card game. First, you have to set up the game by creating the two opposing teams, punching out the tokens, and shuffling the supply cards. Players shuffle the two teams and deal them face up randomly. I just did both of the teams left to right from the top of the pile. One player shuffles the supply deck again and leaves it to one side. You then flip the coin stating Hogs or Tails to see who's going to go first this round. The token passes to the other player at the end of each round, so they will go first next time. The player going first deals 5 cards to themselves and 6 cards to the other player, making sure to keep them hidden. The first player looks at his cards and chooses a hog to play that card. These are the actions players can choose from. He chooses the sniper to use the revolver. The sniper has a special rule of ignoring the hidden rule for hogs when using guns, but that don't come into effect here. The revolver has a fixed range of 2 and does 40 damage. The hog right in front of the active one is classed as 1 away. The hogs next to him are classed as 2 away. So the sniper fires at their sniper and does 40 damage. The card's then discarded and the sniper moves back to show he has completed an action. The second player then looks at his deck and chooses a card and hog to play. He's opted for his orderly to play Trotter. This card's used at range 1, which means directly opposite. It only does 10 damage, but does a knockback, which means the enemy hog moves to an opposite lane, swapping places with another hog, and it also stuns them, meaning they have to remove the stun as an action in their turn. Discarding the card and moving the hog back, play continues back and forth until all hogs have activated. There's a handy reference in the box so you can keep check of the symbols and make sure you're playing correctly, but it's relatively straightforward once you've done a turn. Cards like the mortar, for instance, do 30 damage 5 away and cause 20 splash damage, which means the main target takes 30 damage and cards next to him take 20. Deplorables are placed in a lane right in front of the active hog or adjacent with the engineer's skill and remain until removed by the enemy. To move, you choose a hog, then move into an adjacent lane. A move is only an action completed by the mover, so if the engineer was stunned or could still have a turn, he would still be able to remove the stun or complete an action. The carrier pigeon is a deployable, which means you can increase your hand size by 1 up to a max of 2 of these can be used, so during the next turn you could have a potential 8 cards in your hand. At the end of the round though, the player token passes to the opposite player and you discard any cards you don't like. The player whose turn it is then deals cards until players have a max hand size of 6. Of course, player 1 here has the pigeon in place, so then has 7 cards. The object of the game, if you ain't guessed it by now though, is to remove all your opponent's hogs. All hogs have a max health stated in the top right. This grunt has taken 70 damage so far, so when the opposing grunt uses a bayonet charge that does 40 damage, the grunt is dead and is then flipped over, unable to do any more actions. When using a heal like self-heal or healing hands, you just remove the damage stated on the card and in the range. So self-heal can only be used on that same hog to remove 30 damage, but healing hands repairs 20 damage from 1 hog away, unless when combined with an orderly, then it removes 40 damage. Anyway, play continues until one team's hogs have been fully removed. All the rules are straightforward and easy to understand. Everything is covered on the cards and in the rulebook. You shouldn't get lost, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you a full game very soon to show you the flavour of it and how it plays. Until then, if you want to pick this up, visit Stone Sword Games website. Hopefully, if you're a fan of the game or what you've seen here, you'll consider giving it a try. So until next time, I'll see you soon.